Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a little update on this Ally Grace hair from AliExpress. I had it in for about 3.5 months. I started with the micro link with the beads, and then after that it was just too bulky for me. Like, I've had it before, but it was fine at that time, but at this moment I was just like, it's just so bulky. So I switched methods. I disinstalled it, if that's what it's called. I disinstalled it. And then I did the keratin glue individual. So the fusion, I did the fusion and I glued it into my hair, and it's just so much more natural looking. And when you put it up in a ponytail, you can't tell. And it's just amazing. It's the best decision that I ever had made when it comes to the individual extensions. However, fusions stay, I mean, the microlink, the one with the beads, they stay longer than the fusion. I don't know if the person that did it didn't put enough glue or whatever, but when I had the microlink, only like 1 or 2 fell out. And over the course of the month and a half that I had that in, no, 2 months. Yeah, I had that in for 2 months, and then I had these in for like a month and a half, or maybe half a month. I don't know. I don't know, but for this little bit of time that I've had these individual with the keratin, like 4 or 5 had already came out, maybe even 6. Every time I would wash my hair, 1 would come out. Every time I would put it in a ponytail, 1 would like come out. If I brush it too hard, 1 will come out. So there's pros and cons to everything, you know. But anyway, update on this hair. I ended up getting the 28-inch and I think 2 28s, a 24 and a 22. That's the bundle that I got. And it's just so hot over here in the tri-state area, and it's just like, oh my goodness. So I was like, you know what, I can't handle all this hair down to my ass crack. So I was like, you know what, let me just cut it. So I cut it, and now it's more like to my nipple. It's right here. I don't know if you can see, it's right there. And it was the best decision I've ever had. Like, it's so much more cooler in a way. Not like cool, like, ooh, you look so cool, like cooler. Like, it's not like so hot under, you know, because I don't have all that weight on my head. I can't really talk about shedding or anything because I cut the wefts and I made them individual. So that just doesn't count anymore. But the manageability of the hair is amazing. The softness, amazing. The way that I can just run my fingers through it, it's just amazing. Like, very little comes out. Okay, that's a lot, but whatever. Like I said, I don't know if I put like enough glue or whatever, but it's just easier to come out. But as far as the hair quality, not the way that it's installed into my head, it's amazing. The hair texture is great. Every time you wet it, amazing. The only thing, I try to bleach the highlights in my hair. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a few highlights in my hair throughout, and I wanted platinum blonde, but it didn't lift that high. You'll see later on into the video when I showed you when I bleached it. I left it on for like an hour and a half or so, and it only went to like a orangey-ish, and I applied more bleach on top of that, and it still didn't lift on top of that. So I don't know if it ever bleaches, or I don't know. I use 30 volume with the quick blue, so I really don't know about that. But I dyed I'll show you later on in the video, I dyed my actual hair with the microlinks in it before I changed the installation of it, because I had about like 1.5 inches of regrowth. So I just dyed it, and then I refreshed the color with the microlinks in, and after that the hair was still in great shape. Let's see what else. The luster is amazing. And I honestly and truly feel that this hair is amazing for the price. And I was a little bit skeptical, but I was like, you know what, let me just try it. I saw many reviews from Malibu Dollface about this brand, so I was like, you know what, let me just try it. So I tried it, and I love it. And when you order, I think any order, you get a pack of eyelashes. I'm wearing them right now. They're so cute. They are a little bit flimsy. When I tried to take them out of the case, a few hairs came off, but it's okay because it was so long, because people have different eye shapes. So when people make eyelashes or sell eyelashes, they always make a little bit extra. So my eyelid is kind of tiny in a way, but I cut that and then I just put it over because only one of the middle hairs came out on one side. I think it was this side. I don't remember. But anyway, I just cut the end and then I just glued that on top to make the end a little thicker. And it's just so beautiful. But yes, do you need this hair? Yes, you do. And it's just amazing. Like, the quality is amazing. I only used 3 bundles, 2.5. I only used 2.5. So I have 1 bundle that's not even touched, and then the half bundle, which are individuals, are in a bag somewhere. So when I feel like doing it again, I'm probably gonna do it again, because this method is just so natural looking. It's also so much more realistic in a way, because like you can put your fingers through it and go. Like, if you don't have to like rub under tracks or anything, you could like wash your hair just as is, and it's just so much easier to maintain. And it's just amazing quality hair, and that's all I really have to say about LA Grace hair. With the few months that it's been in my hair, I absolutely love it. You need to get it, and it's just amazing. And the way that it just like blends with your hair, even when it's like wet or like when it's dry, as long as you layer your hair, it blends amazing, like amazingly. Like, I can't even like fathom like how good it is from an AliExpress company. But the one drawback is when my hair was long, like longer, when it was like 24, 28, the ends got very dry, even with like conditioning and even with, you know, the spray thing that helps with like frizzy hair. It was just like really dry, and I wish I took a picture to show you, but it was just really dry, and I'm always forgetting something. But yeah, it was just really dry and it wasn't attractive. So that was another thing that made me cut it, and it just looks so much more natural, and it just flows so beautifully, you know, and I'm just so obsessed with it. And right now I'm just like, you know how like some people, like when they get eyelash extensions, they just wait till it falls off. That's what I'm doing with my hair. Like, when one falls off, I just like fling it, and I'm not even like pressed to be like, oh my gosh, like I have to put it back in, because I'm just letting it, you know, fall out. It's just naturally, like, whatever. Oh, it fell out. Okay, garbage. But yeah, because it just looks so natural, and it's not that far off from my natural hair, that I'm just like, you know, it doesn't even matter, you know. But I'm honestly like so shocked with the quality of this hair. And yeah, that's really it. Continue to watch. I show you how to I show you how it comes in the bundle. I show you how to cut the weft into individual. I show you how to glue it. I show you how to dye it. I show you how to install it by yourself, because I didn't do it professionally. I did it by myself. I show you how to do it by myself, and then I show you the bleach process, and then that's it. Continue to watch the video for more. Please like, comment, and subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. For this DIY project, you would need keratin glue, some scissors, the heating tool, and of course, the hair. As you see, I'm sectioning off a little piece of hair on the track, making sure that it's a clean line. And then I'm going to take the scissors and then just cut it off into the garbage. And then I'm going to rub the hair and make sure that any little hairs that was left on it from the track is off. And then I just squeeze it together. Take the heating tool. I already put a glue bead before this. And then just saturate that hair. Make sure you get every single section of that little piece, because you don't want your hair to come out because it's not covered in glue. So get every single piece and saturate it. Dry it off. You will burn yourself if you don't do this. And then roll. Keep rolling. And then after this, you are going to reheat it and form that shape so that it can fit into the microbead. and everything used will be in the description box. You can use one of those little holes to perfect the cylinder shape. Just heat it up and roll it to perfect the shape. And then after this, dry it off and then roll. And then pull off any hairs that may have been lagging or didn't catch any glue. Then you take that little excess of glue and cut it off. And then you're done with the strand. Now let's install it. When you're installing, make sure that you take clean sections. Make sure that the hair is coming straight down, because when it grows out, you don't want there to be like a little knot every time that you either brush your hair, or you run your fingers through your hair, or you wash your hair. You take the needle tool, thread the hair through, and then slide the bead in. Make sure that it is aligned and the hair is inside and there's no little hairs around it to get clamped in. Grab a section of the hair and then insert it. Make sure that you leave a little bit on the top so that you can clamp it and it won't come out when you're brushing or in a ponytail or anything. You take your clamp tool and then you clamp it down really, really hard. You're not supposed to do it so high up. However, I don't like to do it often, so I put it as high as possible so that it can grow out, you know, without me having to redo it so often. And as you see, the hair is covering it, and it's perfect. Yes.
Typically in a Sunday service, we would have music playing and they would begin to maybe have the singer's position. But when that woman was pressing in to touch the hem of his garment, she didn't have any musicians playing. Pastor Dana wasn't coming to sing any songs. She didn't need anything to seduce her into the presence of God. She needed what she needed from him so greatly that she didn't mind looking past people on their phones or lights or cameras or action, because she needed to touch the hem of his garments. Can you press in like you were trying to touch the hem of his garments, like your livelihood depends on it? Like, God, if I don't hear from you, it will not happen. Can we have just an old school prayer moment where we don't have any music and we don't have any fancy footwork? All we have is our desperation and a chance to touch Jesus. What if you touching Jesus pulled down Jesus for the woman beside you? Maybe she doesn't know how to open up and worship the way you do. That's okay, honey. I can go on our behalf. Just keep your heart open, because I believe that when I open my mouth, that angels are going to be dispatched. And I'm not praying that angels just come in my neighborhood. I need angels to touch everything connected to me, even the stranger beside me, even the fool walking down La Brea right now. I'm trying to make a demand on heaven that shakes up Hollywood. I'm trying to make a demand on heaven that shakes up Africa. Do you believe, like I believe, that the creator of this earth can rest down in this place and bring ideas to fruition and heal broken hearts and help someone to love themselves, that it can break addiction right now in this room, that it can bring someone's heart back together? That's what I believe. Can I hear the sound of worship?
This is the portion that I saturated the bleach, the hair in the bleach, and I'm going to just wrap the hair inside of the foil so that the heat can penetrate and it can ultimately lift higher. As you can see, I left the bleach on the hair for like an hour and a half, and it only lifted to like that brownish, orangish color. And after this, I just put a little bit more bleach. This is the lightest that the hair will lift up to. I left the bleach on for an hour and a half, and this is the lightest that it's gonna be. So I guess I'm gonna have to settle with that. And I'm just going to put the 6N on Dark Blonde just to make the color all in sync.